John Neff.
John Neff, preacher of Stewart, a couple blocks from here. Been here for 37 years. It's kind of old-fashioned, but I think it's important for educators to live where they work. A couple things brought me here tonight that are dear to my heart. Some of you I've known for over 35 years. Some of you I've had as students. But there's a couple things that I've always tried to live by, and I see some things go on at times that I think are treading on me. I always follow the policy of my own personal life that coaching is teaching. And teaching is coaching. And I think there are things about being a teacher that make you a good coach, and vice versa. And I think they're very much entwined. And I have to apologize a little bit because I haven't been in front of a large group in a long time and that sort of thing. And I'm pretty passionate about some of those things. The other thing that is important to me is that I think it's important to adhere to rules and policies and standards. And as I've observed some of the things that have went on in the last year and a half or so, I'm troubled deeply about some of these things. And I know all of us will say, you know, we're here for the good of the children, and I think we all believe that, and I know some of you well enough to believe that's true. But if we're really here for the good of the children, one of the best ways we do that is to stand up for some things that are right, for policies, for values, for procedures. Because in the real end, where we really make the mark on young people, whether we're citizens, whether we're teachers, whether we're coaches, is to set good examples. Now, this is not aimed at any particular individual. But in 1989, the IHSA, because of emergency situations downstate, changed the rules so that under emergency conditions, people that were non-certified, non-degree, could be hired to coach. And the reason for that was that in small schools downstate, it was extremely difficult to get coaches in. The intentions of the IHSA was never to change the real goal of teacher coaches. And so it set up a procedure that if there are no viable candidates, no legitimate candidates, they can resort for assistant coaches, or even in extreme coach cases in recent years, it was changed to head coaches, to hire somebody who was not certified. But the goal, the standard of the IHSA, is to hire certified graduate degree coaches. The bylaws, they're established in 1989, and they have been added to, and I'm sure you're familiar with them, dealing with these issues, 2.070, 2.071, 2.072, 2.073, 2.074, and the recent changes that have been made. I'm sure you've made yourself all aware of those bylaws before your action tonight. Your own school policy, even though it was watered down a couple of years severely, still sets up a priority system. Right, Mr. McGuire? A priority system that you choose a certified, graduated, college graduate, employee of the district as coach, unless there is no emphasized, underlying, other viable candidate. Your own school policy. Unions, and if this union was a strong union and worth a nickel, and as you know, for many years I've served the union, and I'm discouraged to see what's happened to it. The union itself would stop from hiring anybody but a certified college graduate employee of the district. 2 months ago, your superintendent stood up here strong. And he should be applauded for that. And I thought you did too. but I don't know that. And establish what I'm going to refer to as the Mr. Colbert rule. That you can't serve two masters. You're either going to be AD or you're going to be head coach. Nothing against the person, but it was a stand you took. It was a stand he took. And his point was if you had tried to do two jobs at once, you were double dipping. And certainly if you would put somebody who is in charge of the security 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for the school district, 365 days a year, as a head basketball coach, that's double dipping and triple dipping. I want to ask you this question. Is there a head coach in Evanston? Is there a head coach at Niles West? Is there a head coach at New Trier? Is there a head coach at Deerfield who is a non-college graduate, who is non-certified? Absolutely not. And I doubt there is any in Lake County. I'm going to tell you a story if I have time.
And starting to run out.
I'm starting to run out. Okay. I'll tell you something else. I was here 2 months ago and a candidate was put up for AD recommended by the superintendent. She was dressed. Her family was here. Put yourself in that position. Her children was here. Her parents were here. She not only didn't get an up and down vote, she got nothing. And I'll bet to this day she's never received an apology. That's not only unethical, it's uncivil. I've made it my duty all fall. As you know, I was here 37 years. To go to every alumni reunion I could go to. Sometimes 3 times a night. To tell them we have to get some changes in our Where have our standards been? Where has our professionalism